In this video, I'm going to look at redox reactions in terms of oxidation number. So obviously a good place to start is the definition for a redox reaction. So redox reactions are reactions involving both reduction and oxidation processes. And there's an example on the board. So we've got the reaction between sodium and chlorine to make sodium chloride. And I've marked up the oxidation process and the reduction process. So what this video is going to do is it's going to look at the oxidation numbers and help us decide why this is the oxidation process and why this is the reduction process. So when we're trying to work out where the oxidation and reduction processes are using oxidation numbers, the first thing that we need to do is establish the oxidation numbers of all the species atoms within the equation. So I'm just going to start at the left hand side and work through the equation, and I'll write the oxidation numbers at the top. Remember, for oxidation numbers there are a set of rules that we must follow, so I'll be quoting those rules as I work out the oxidation numbers just to remind you of them. So we'll start with sodium, nice and easy. Sodium is in its element form and elements have oxidation numbers of 0. Chlorine is also in its element form on the left hand side, and so it also has an oxidation number of 0. On the right hand side now we've got a compound, and the rule for group 1 elements within compounds, they have +1 oxidation numbers. And to work out the chlorine, we basically need to see, is there a charge, an overall charge? No, there's not. So if this is +1, chlorine must be -1. So if we look at sodium first, its oxidation number has gone from 0 to +1. So I've written that there. And so this is an increase in oxidation number. And when you're using oxidation numbers to determine whether it's oxidation or reduction, an increase in oxidation number is oxidation. If we look at chlorine now, its oxidation number has gone from 0 to -1, so that's a decrease in oxidation number, and that is defined as reduction. If we think about tying the electrons in now, to bring about this change here, it's easy to think about the drop in oxidation number. To make an oxidation number become more negative, you've obviously got to give it something that's negative, i.e. an electron, and so to make an oxidation number decrease you need to give electrons. So that's why reduction is the gain of electrons or the decrease in oxidation number. And obviously it's the opposite way around for oxidation. If you want to become more positive, the oxidation number to increase, then obviously you've got to lose negative character, and obviously the negative character is the electrons. So to lose electrons will make an oxidation number increase. So that's how the two are linked together. One for you to try. We'll pause the video and then play, and I'll go through the answers. So I'm going to do exactly the same as before. I'm going to go through each substance in the equation and work out the oxidation numbers. So bromine is an element, so therefore it has an oxidation number of 0. Sodium is a group 1 element, but it's in a compound, so it's +1, that's the rule. And then to keep this neutral, no charge there, you can see it's got to be -1 for that iodine. Sodium, still in a compound, so it's still +1. Bromine, to keep the overall charge neutral, it's got to be -1. And iodine is now an element, so 0. So there's the changes. Bromine has gone from 0 to -1, so that's a drop in oxidation number, and so that's the reduction process. Iodine has gone from -1 up to 0, so its oxidation number has increased, and so that's oxidation. You'll notice that the sodium hasn't changed, it's +1 to +1. That's what we would actually call a spectator ion in this reaction. So we'll just do a final summary of both methods now on this board. So if you're using electrons, we use the oil rig mnemonic. Oxidation is loss of electrons, reduction is gain of electrons. If you're using oxidation numbers, an increase in oxidation number is oxidation, a decrease in oxidation number is reduction. To bring about a decrease in oxidation number, i.e. to make it more negative, you need to gain electrons. To make an oxidation number become less negative, i.e. more positive, you need to lose electrons. So that's how the two are linked together.